What do you feel is missing? We were speaking about how all generations have a bit of distrust around other generations. Do you feel that?
No, I
Okay.
really feel with my contacts with the young people with different generations that came after me, that they trust what I say. In conversations, they will come because I have a number of young people who are, they call them me, their adopted grandmother or whatever, and they will come and we will have dinner and they will listen. And sometimes they will come back and say, I've been thinking about what you say. And yeah, that works for me. I need to kind of, and like, and I'm kind of the elder that they like to talk to, and they will call on the phone and ask me questions about problems they may have dealing with other people their age, and then come back later, even if it's a year later, and say, what you said to me, I've been thinking about it, and it worked. It worked. So I feel that the other generations do trust the silent generation.
I do find that people ask my advice, and especially during this pandemic, I am amazed at the number of people who are checking in on me.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I think, is that happening with you, Thelma?
Yes.
Are people
Yes.
checking
Young
in?
people.
Yeah. And I really feel that they want to get my perspective on how they should be spending their time and living their lives.
For me, I would say that the value of creativity and generation is missing. That seems to be missing for across the board, frankly. But certainly with our generation, I sort of feel that generativity is missing. Also, the whole idea of life with a purpose outside oneself. I sort of feel like it's not missing for me, but around me personally, I don't see it. I see people who have left their work life behind and don't feel the need to really engage in activities that are outside themselves necessarily. It's one of the things that I think is incorrect in terms of the attributes for boomers, this whole live to work thing. I think in the people that I know, and I feel like I'm one of the exceptions, those folks mostly work to live. Once they stopped working, they were, as I said, really happy to leave that behind, and are much more inward directed and not outward directed at all. I feel like a little bit of an outlier. Always feel like I sort of need to have some purpose that's outside myself.
I agree with Ed entirely. I feel like there's this assumption that creativity comes from youth because it's the idea of new. And I think new ideas, creativity, problem solving comes from all generations. And that's really exciting. I mean, that's one of the things that needs to be encouraged all the time. That people have worth, and that these ideas, these imaginations are, they don't distinctly belong to one generation. They belong to all of us. And we have to keep not just giving down towards the next generation, but also giving back through other generations, because we can learn from each other.
I agree with what both Ed and John said, just about this idea of spirit of creativity. I feel like in my generation, I felt a sense that I could really like springboard and create whatever track I wanted, rather than going, college, then you get this job and then you retire and then I didn't feel like I had to do that. It felt like it was an option, but it felt like there were so many more options out there. So the ability to just create the life that you want to live.